All right, holy shit, everybody! It is Tuesday night, and you know what that means? We're down one person. No, just kidding. No, I'm not. We really are down one person, but I am Justin Nightinger, and I'm going to be the DM tonight for DM Saving Throw. As always, we're going to kick things off in alphabetical order while I turn the volume down on all of my stuff. Casey?
Hey everybody, my name's Casey Boyd. I am playing Byron Bancroft, and I am getting us all set up since Casper is missing. Yay!
Howdy, howdy. My name is Emily, and I play Maeve, who's a dragon. Not her race isn't a dragon. She's a dragon-related monk. And as per usual, I have no idea what to say here, in case that was not clear.
My name is Lisa, and I am playing Nyx, the reborn cleric. This week's fun fact about Nyx is that while she was working for a short time in a nunnery, she actually learned how to make the meanest lemon bars this side of the realm has ever seen.
Son of a bitch, you can't be giving me things I gotta write down during
Sure
intro.
can, Bippy! Sure can, Bippy! It's canon now!
Meanest lemon bars in Prenalt. Okay. Well, awesome. I'll have to remember that, and I'm sure I won't. But let's see here. As always, we are playing D&D 5e with a few homebrew rules added into the mix. We are using D&D Beyond, so if you're watching this live, you can scroll over to the left of the screen, and there's all kinds of cool stuff about the characters. And then lastly, but not least, all the flamey goodness in the middle is Tailspire. And I am super stoked because it seems like they're getting closer and closer to Hero Forge integration. We are not. I know, right? It's gonna be so good. We're not affiliated with them, but they're super awesome. So please go out and support their product if you're not playing in the same room, or if you are and you have a cool, fancy TV table. Okay. So, any questions before we kick off what happened last time?
Nope.
No, but as a reminder, we just all leveled up.
Yeah, I was going to go into that here shortly, but we can talk about that now if you'd like. You guys want to go over what you leveled up, and it can be a surprise next week when Casper comes back?
I took another level in Bard, which means nothing.
That's the
Okay.
tricky thing about level 9, because I took another level in cleric and got...
How did you get to level 9? You cheating?
Yeah.
Level 8! Level 8! Oh, wait. Oh, diggity damn. Okay, well, turns out I actually got a lot of stuff at level 8. I guess I was so excited about it over the past week and already went in one ear out the other. My wisdom modifier gets added on to any sort of cleric cantrip, so I've got a nice little boost there. I also bumped up said wisdom modifier. I took my ability score improvement and put it all into wisdom, so hopefully we're gonna get a little bit beefier. Not Casper beefy, but like a little bit, you know, a little beefier, a little clericy beefy.
Our lovely friend with a dog walking in the background. How about your character?
I got a simple ability score improvement and went up in Dex and Wisdom, but now my armor class is 1 point higher, so suck it, bad boys!
Well, I think that's a completely different genre. Yeah. So
I can't wait to see that 1 point totally change the battle against Wormroll. That's gonna be the defining moment. You just watch.
So I guess on a positive note for feat wise, hanging out with Athena has started to affect my character in a positive manner, and he is now Fey touched.
Ooh,
I love that
fancy.
feat. I love it so much.
I love watching Lilo, just loving every minute of these scritches. She doesn't know what's happening, she doesn't know where she is, but she's having a good time.
Well, what you couldn't see before is I have a box of clean folded laundry in here, and she was definitely shoving her nose in there to try and find what she could steal and go running off with.
And when that
You
fails,
laugh,
Peter's
I'm
just like,
so
"All right,
serious."
switches." No, I believe you. I believe
Here, wait,
you.
we haven't started yet. Let's see if she'll come up and say hi like she does sometimes.
Well, while we're trying to wrangle a dog, if you happen to be listening, oh look, it's the dog. If you happen to
Aw,
be
precious.
listening or watching this in the future, you're missing all this good fun, this high quality content.
Oh my gosh, look at this face!
Oh, somewhere that's a section of the internet.
Oh, no, ruin
So-
this!
Last week, the group went on a fancy walk through the caves. They found a giant hole in the ground, which, if you were on our Discord, you get to see the maps that was involved with. Actually, I think we threw it on Instagram too. If you're looking for those are down below any of the videos or anything you're listening to. So they found that hole in the ground. They found that's actually where the Hydra came out of. After they walked around for a little bit more, they found a spooky temple.
Woo woo.
As they went into the spooky temple, they found that this was a temple to Shestrak. That is a not so fun god, the one that killed Verast. So they go down a secret passage and broke my brain by, instead of following the path of the map, they jumped into a giant hole and cast Featherfall at the last second. And then they killed my monsters.
I would like to remind everyone that last week is the week when Justin said we were predictable. And that was just our retaliation.
No, see, the predictability of it is the fact that whatever I plan, you do the exact opposite.
Then
So you should
success,
start
good
planning
sir.
the opposite of what you want us to do, and then we'll do what you want us to do.
Ah, that's no fun. All right, yeah, if this is predictable, then what's the point in doing it? So, last reminder, as I spoke about, we have Discord, we have our YouTube, and we have a podcast. Please like and subscribe, all that stuff. It helps other people get to see this content, which is always super awesome to add new people into the mix. Last week we gave inspiration to Alligator. I don't know if Alligator's here, but if you are, please remember that inspiration means you can give me advantage or disadvantage anytime when I'm rolling, or you can give the players advantage whenever they don't roll so well. This week we're back to the top of the lineup, and Casey, you get to pick who's got inspiration.
Woo woo.
All right. So, anybody else have anything else before we do Emily's famous catchphrase?
You don't remember what it is.
Don't forget
All
extra
right.
attacks. Oh, sorry.
No.
No!
Listen more, fools.
That's what I thought it was too.
No. It's listen more, fools, but that's been ruined with she needs extra attacks, which is better.
Listen,
It's
I
a
never
good
said that
reminder.
phrase
They're
specifically.
both good reminders.
No,
as a
you
special
can't remember
reminder,
that
I'll
phrase
never
at
forget
all.
again. I'm gonna leave and go back to playing Slime Rancher. Goodbye.
Okay. Well, all right. So, you guys just murdered my monsters, and there was a bag on the back of a salamander that, if I'm not mistaken, Byron quickly ran over, so it didn't catch on fire.
Yes,
So that's
I
where we're at.
believe in probably the most predictable thing we could have done. We had decided to loot the bad guys.
We
All right.
well, what as I seem to remember it, we were about to loot the bad guys, but we thought that they might have been carrying a piece of the spire, and
Nope, wrong game.
found out
Not Spire. Lance.
lance. You know, long pointy thing. Whatever. We thought that they had a piece of the lance, and then found out that they obviously didn't have the lance itself, but we didn't know what they were actually carrying.
Is this a fragment of Excursus? No.
A fragment of the lance. Yeah.
Yeah, so on that note, I open the bag.
Okay, in the bag are a couple of things. There is, I wrote this down on a regular piece of paper, not my other notes. So
Regular piece of paper.
There is a, it's about a foot and a half long. and it's got a spear tip on the end of it that when you, yeah, I see that eyeball, that when you grab the shaft, it extends to full spear size. It is like a deep, almost midnight colored, and it's got barbs all over it. So there is a spear, as I throw my pencil, there's a spear in the bag. There is also a very weirdly colored robe. It is not, you can't put your finger on exactly what color is. It slips between greens and browns, and you have a hard time keeping your eyeball on it for long periods of time. It just makes you, it makes you feel uncomfortable. There is also it's like a bracelet, but in the middle of the bracelet is set a diamond that looks like it's about roughly 1,000 gold piece worth.
Wow.
So basically, there's a thing for each of us, and Rob's gonna be so sad he wasn't here to get a piece of the action.
I mean, that so the purple shaft that's prickly, that whenever you put your hand on it, it gets bigger. Is that what you said?
Yeah. It was compacted down. Think of like a
I'm gonna tell you what that makes me think of.
Yeah, no, it
wieners.
It makes me think specifically of a tiger penis.
Ah.
Well, that was far more specific than I was thinking.
Yeah.
We could go into
Librarians,
great detail
folks.
If you wanted to.
You don't need to.
So if after you're done Googling that, you want to Google something else that's messed
Do it.
up. Google
I'm so
giraffe
serious.
So no, but it's compact, and then it extends out kind of like a blackjack.
And it's a spear we've established.
Yep, with like barbs on the end of it.
You
Like
know.
not on the, it's the whole length of it.
Does it?
um
I'm gonna kill this dog, you guys. I'm so sorry. I am going to kill her.
We already just left her with a stranger once. You can't do that in real life.
I cannot.
No. All right, can we do you have identify, Byron?
I do, if we want to take a moment for me to do that.
We do want to
For
take
10 moments.
Do we want well, my thought is, do we want to waste any spell slots on them right now? Because
We did.
Oh,
just
it's ritual.
rest.
lucky.
It's
Oh, it's
ritual.
ritual.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We
Right.
just got very lucky. As a reminder to everyone listening, we do take a long rest when we level up, so that is a nice little saving grace as we traverse this dungeon.
Yeah, but it's
But-
not a true long rest. I'm essentially just giving you video game powers where you get all your life back and you get all your spell slots. It's no
Yeah.
time's passing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin loves
Um,
us sometimes.
Okay, so with that, yeah, Byron will sit down, set out his little brass bowl that has the owls on it. What's up?
We killed everyone, right? No one ran away that I'm forgetting about. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I just want to make sure we
everybody
didn't have
that you
to, like,
saw was dead.
I want to make sure there wasn't a sense of urgency in chasing after someone that would lead to us needing to wait for any reason.
Nope. We thought that they were going to take us to Wormroll, and they might still. We don't know which way they were going.
Yeah.
I will set out the incense inside the bowl and kind of like move the stuff around, and then start casting the identify spell on the items.
So after 10 minutes, you see that the spear is actually a spear of cruelty, right? So it's a +2 spear, but if you have a critical failure, you deal 1d8 damage to yourself from the spikes that are on the spear shaft. On a critical success, the creature that you're attacking has to do a wisdom saving throw or is frightened for 2 rounds.
Okay.
The other robe is a robe of insanity. So it has the ability to cast shield 5 times a day. It allows you to cast Hunger of how do you pronounce it? Hador.
Mhm.
2 times a day. It has a base armor class of ringmail without the dexterity disadvantages. If ringmail has dexterity disadvantages. However, when you put it on, it makes you insane. So you put it on, and you have to roll on the indefinite insanity table.
I love that.
Here's the
Take back
thing.
Justin loving us.
Here's the thing. If you cast Remove Curse, it just becomes a robe.
No.
Guys, I'm getting better. I'm learning how to play this game.
We already
Dang
got
it.
insane, and
We're
I
sitting
picked
here.
that for us.
Look at
so-
these amazing items, Justin. And then he's like, "This spear hurts you. This robe drives you insane."
He's like, this is what you get for jumping down that stupid hole when I thought you weren't going to. All right, you weren't supposed to come here this far this soon.
If you remember, the god to this temple was the god of cruelty.
I mean, I do remember, but also, what's
I already
left
had
about
forgotten.
the diamond? Because now I don't trust the diamond bracelet either.
Is that just gold? The diamond bracelet? Is
Or
it-
something that you would need 1,000 gold pieces worth for.
Right. Okay. So like a 1,000 gold piece chalice for, Hero's Feast or something like that.
Or it's
Alternative.
a diamond. I think there's something that can bring people back from the dead with that.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe we just look like some fancy lads.
There you
and
go.
the girl just has a diamond bracelet now.
There you
We're
go.
like, who's that ghost? Was she buried with that? Is that why she has it? No one knows.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I just realized we didn't say Happy Tuesday to everyone.
Ah, yes.
Christ.
Hope you're eating tacos on this 2/2/22.
Wait, how much I care about Tuesday. So
Casey,
little.
you were saying.
Yeah, sorry, Casey. That was really important.
Yeah. All right. So if that's the case, I'm half tempted to just put the robe on and go insane.
Okay.
You
Okay,
can
but
also
like,
sell it for a lot of gold, probably.
but like, what if we take turns sharing the robe and we all get to go like a little bit insane?
I don't think
nobody's,
that's how that
like,
works.
Insane. Everyone's just a little,
No,
little
because
extra kooky.
Can you explain this table of
Nope.
insanity thing?
I cannot. It's random. You
Well,
roll a die.
but you said it's indefinite insanity. So like once you go that much insane, it doesn't go away after a certain amount of time, right?
It goes as long as you've decided to be attuned to the cloak that you have.
Oh, okay. This is more. I'm asking more about the logistics of it, not like what's on it or anything. Okay.
Yeah, and just so you're aware, the insanity is it's an added flaw. So it'd be something to lean into for your role play.
Do you happen to have links for these items for us for D&D?
If you go to D&D Beyond in our campaign, you can find both those things when you type it into the equipment. At least you should be able to. If not, let me know and I'll make sure it works.
So Casey, you want to go insane?
I don't
I
know.
want to go a little bit insane.
I don't know that Byron would do this. And aren't you wearing plate?
Shh.
Okay,
so
well, while you two
The only reason
argue
why
over
the only
this-
reason why I ask is because you'll go down in AC.
Yeah, but it would no longer give me disadvantage on stealth,
That's true.
which would be nice.
If multiple people
Okay,
want
how
to
about
do a
this?
roll off,
Why don't
roll
listen,
off. I'm
You
just
can
kidding.
you take the cloak, all right. You little nutcracker. You can take the cloak. That's fine. And then I'll just go organically insane when the time comes.
I don't think I'm going to, just because I've got the glamored studded leather. So it's not like super strong, but it's got the shift, so I can change who I look like with disguise self, and then I can also change my mail or my armor as well.
Oh, there you go.
So I think I'll probably just stick with that.
I'll just say what we're all thinking. Can I have the spear? Spear.
spear?
I can't talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the answer.
Thank you.
He
That is
hands
a weapon
the.
Maeve actually uses for
Yeah.
once.
I
There's a
will hand
limited number
the
of weapons
giant
she can
Yeah, go for
use.
it.
purple phallic shaped item that's
say it. The tiger penis spear.
Yeah, the soft spear that will get hard in her hands
Just
to
one
Maeve.
eyebrow raised, just like, are you sure that this is... Oh, okay, all right. I would have pegged Byron as the one who's a glutton for punishment, but do we just...
It only does it if I do a crit fail. That's not too bad.
All right, and then handsome lad, you are taking the diamond bracelet.
I mean, I'll take it.
Wait,
I don't know that I
taking the
need.
diamond
I
bracelet?
say I don't know that I need to take it. Like I'll just store it.
Oh, I 100% was planning on parading around a badass diamond on my wrist.
Yeah, then go for
But
it.
you know, you could just like store it in a bag or whatever if you want to be not flashy.
You can take both
Less
items.
likely to be. Well, I mean, suppose if you insist. Watch Rob come back and be like, "This is bullshit."
Yeah, he wanted to wear the diamond bracelet.
Wait,
He's like, "I missed one
can I
session."
listen?
We
If
gotta
I
get shit
didn't
moving.
think-
We just
If
have
I
20
didn't think
minutes.
Rob were gonna listen back to this, I'd be like, we gotta give him the cloak without telling him what it is and have him put it on. It would be so good.
So who's wearing the cloak? Is anybody wearing the cloak?
That'd be me.
You put it on?
It is beautiful. It is multi-chromatic, flashing multiple colors.
It is
And
not
yes, I'm
beautiful.
gonna-
It's hard to pay attention to. So you put it on. I need you to roll me a D100.
If you insist. Was this a mistake? We'll
Yeah.
find out. No, maybe.
As you roll, you're going to go permanently insane, and we're going to have to toss you in the lava.
Yeah.
I really hope you get 96 to 100.
Wait, that's not. God, it's been so long since I've done a manual roll.
You can do it. I believe in you.
There we go. 40.
40.
What's a 40 get me?
Oh no. Achieving my goal is the only thing of interest to me, and I'll ignore everything else to pursue it.
Boo.
Excellent.
That's not
And now-
insanity. That's just her normal behavior that she was already exhibiting.
That doesn't sound too far from the norm.
We just
The,
don't know what's gonna happen.
the robe that you're wearing turns an inert blue.
Oh, it doesn't clash. Wonderful. How lucky I am. Alrighty. We've divvied up our goodies. We've recovered our spell slots. And are we ready to continue on?
Yeah, but let's I want to examine the altar here behind us.
Okay. Let's see here. So, Byron, you walk up into an altar. It has once again the tall creature from the beginning of the temple, the very long arms, the pointy teeth, all that fun stuff. You can see that there were crystal cases that appear to be what the giants were smashing open. And when you look into them more, you see that they have holders. So there was something that was holding the spear, there was something that holding the cloak, and there was something that was holding the bracelet. There's also runes all over the back of this temple. As you look at the runes, you are transported back in time. You see two small feet quietly moving down a hall and stop outside of a kitchen. Inside, there are two men standing next to a fire with a tea kettle. Your father's back is to the door, and he looks different now. While he normally looks immaculate, your father's skin has taken on a grayer tone. His beard is now frizzy, and his hair is laying on his shoulders, looking more like a bird's nest than a tightly pulled ponytail that you're used to. The other man is Uncle Sharem, a tall half-elf wearing the light blue of Breaks First, your father's old military outfit from when he was in the Elven Wars. Uncle Sharem always carried a smile on his face, his thin, strong frame usually complemented by a buckler attached to his arm and two yari, which are like short swords with a 1.5 to 2 foot handle, crisscrossed on his back. Sharem, why couldn't I help her? I've tried everything, your father says as he walks over to get the kettle. After filling cups, your father puts his hands down on the counter. It's almost as if Coraline has forsaken me. He's taken my power to heal at the exact same time they were needed the most. You see your father's shoulders start to shake, and as they do, Sharem moves over and brushes a tear from his face and places his long half-elf hand onto your father's. It's those fucking abominations living outside the town that did this to her. I know it. When I found her half dead 10 years ago, she had these strange markings all over her body. Today, when I go to get rid of this godforsaken spellbook, here it is again. She kept diagrams of all of them. Why torture herself all these years? If those necrobatic bastards weren't aligned with the Sawagin, I'd say we go up there and kill them all. With that, your father loses control and throws the spellbook onto the table and off the table in a fit of rage. Shareem, being a good friend, quietly gets up and gets the spellbook off the ground, and as he does, he sees you standing in the doorway. "Oh, hi, Byron," he said, his sing-songy voice almost purring. "What are you doing up?" You don't respond, though, because you're staring at the symbols in the book. Those arcane symbols that you see are now some of the same that are on the chamber before you.
Well, hot damn. All right. Do I know what
Okay.
these symbols mean?
You can give me an intelligence check.
Let me ask
or you can
this.
do your 10-minute.
Yeah,
whatever you got.
is it a language or is it just magic?
It's magic runes.
Okay.
So I guess it'd actually be Arcana, not intelligence.
Okay. Would comprehend language work, or is that just no? I'm gonna have to understand it
You
with.
could. So it would be comprehend languages and then an intelligence check to see if you could figure out, or Arcana check to see if you could figure out what it was talking about.
Okay. I guess let's do that. So, Arcana check of 13,
Okay.
and yeah.
So you get this all done, and you can't tell exactly what it is, but you can make out that it's something about revival.
Revival. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're trying to bring back or like summon up Shestrag.
Oh, yeah, no wonder they had the chunky diamond.
Maybe. They might have been using that as a spellcasting component.
Okay. Byron will kind of turn back towards the group and just say, "So, this is interesting. Okay, so let's find him, Wormraw. Let's do some stabbing, I guess, some killing."
That's the plan. Yes.
Okay.
Byron, are you okay? You seem
Yeah.
out of it.
Looked like the statue was what was holding all those items. I'm not sure why it was taking those giants so much trouble to get them off with their hammers. It seemed like, they just came right out.
No,
Just
whatever
to-
they were using them for, they're not getting them back.
Just to be a little bit more clear, there were cases along the back that they had to smash open.
Yeah, he's still
Okay. Yep.
He's still indicating just as his kind of deceptive nature to avoid the conversation.
In case of summoning emergency.
Yeah, break
Burning
open cases.
glass. Yeah. Okay, well, if Byron is preoccupied, that is perfectly fine. And I would still like to scout on ahead and figure out what is going on with this little pathway here. Because this
Okay.
looks to be like a couple of like jumping stones to cross some lava, but I
how
don't
canon is that?
That was just part of the person who created this board, which I went over last time. It was Felipe.G Silva. But
I overshot it a little
So
bit,
sorry.
fine.
Yes, I was so sorry.
Just put myself back on that. There we go.
Oh.
Okay.
so yeah, you guys can walk across that. That's not exactly what it is. It would actually be regular stones there. But there is a set of steps that lead up to another landing. That landing It looks like this was a place where meetings were held. There are chairs that have been worn to the point where they're collapsed, but you don't find anything in here that would be of any interest to you. In that room, there is another set of steps that lead up again, and those steps lead into a hallway, and that hallway leads to across from where you guys jumped into the pit. So where you guys jumped into the pit, you could have gone around it. That's kind of the
You
same
mean
way.
where you wanted us to go?
Yep. So this hallway leads you up to another turn, and to the left there is a locked door. To the right there is a hallway.
Okay, I guess.
I like to
Love a locked
like to
door.
press my ear to the locked door and see if I can hear anything beyond it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Can do.
Okay. Is that better for light? Can you guys see better now?
Non-nat 20.
Okay. Oh, I have to apply to the board. Is that better?
Okay, I was gonna say I can't really see a difference. Honestly, about the same. Maybe a little bit better. So just a
Okay.
very dark map.
It is. I'll play around with that. You got a 20 and you can't hear anything.
Okay, I jiggle the handle.
Okay. It is still locked.
Okay.
Byron stands behind you with thieves' tools out. Like, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
And she would skirt out of the way and let him through.
All right. Thieves' tools. Use thieves' tools.
How about now? Can you guys see better now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See great. Thieves' tools. 26.
Boom. That door opens up. This looks like a room where people have been doing the torturing. Who goes in first?
I think Nick's.
The fact that you asked that makes me very suspicious.
I mean,
I'm not gonna like shove past Byron, but if he's not eager to step through, I don't know if you know this, but your girl will do anything to reach her goals. So I'm gonna step on in there.
so I imagine Byron like clicks open the door and pushes it forward, and then Nick's just kind of like walks past him while he's still kind of.
Wait, what is the hat on this one guy? Oh my gosh, I'm so sad he's prone upside down because I need to see more of this hat. I'm so sorry.
I can show that to you
No, it's
shortly,
fine,
but
it's fine.
as you walk in next, there are 3 people here. They are all very dead. They look to have been tortured. They have been burnt. They have been mangled. And they look like adventurers.
Well, I do what any sensible adventurer would do, and I
Rob them.
carefully inspect their bodies
Now,
to
I need
see
to ask.
what it was that might have harmed them.
Do
Okay.
a little
And
pokey
also,
poke.
if they have any valuables on them.
You're looking through. Is everybody else staying out in the hallway?
No, Byron's in there with you.
Yeah, I would be following behind, but, just trailing behind as she rushes over. I'm presuming
Maeve.
she rushes over. It's dead bodies.
Maeve,
No, she
when
flipped.
you turn the corner, you are confronted with something that you didn't expect to be here. The one young person on the floor
Are you?
is Shay.
No!
Yeah?
Oh,
Do you want to go into a little bit of
Justin
backstory who
killed-
Shay is?
family member! I don't remember how we're related. I gotta pull up my
Who's
family tree.
Justin?
I was gonna say.
What happened?
No!
I mean, didn't you
Oh my
just
God.
brag about how you had 27? I'm sorry, 26
Doesn't
now.
matter. We're very close. Thank you. Wait, I gotta. No, where's my folder that has?
So while you're looking for all your family members, everybody in here,
but we're like thick as thieves. Like, trust me.
everybody in here,
As I find my document.
has had their feet. All their feet have been burned, and
thought
like
you
I
were gonna
said,
say cut off. To be honest.
no, all their feet have been burned, and you see that there are there are the collars that they put on people, but it looks like the collars didn't work because they all cracked, and those are on the floor, but everybody has been just beaten and cut and stabbed, and these people did not go easily.
By the collars, do you mean the ones that like the giants had that were putting them underneath like mind control? Okay.
Yep.
They look
Yep.
cracked like through magical means, or is there
Give
some
me an
kind of,
Arcana
like,
check.
mechanical? Okay.
While she's doing that, which of these three is supposedly Shay?
If you hit the tab button, it's the
Oh,
one
duh.
that says Shay.
It's the funny hat guy. Are you?
That's a monk character in Tailspire.
I know. I've just never seen it before.
The Conehead.
Okay,
Is
well
Maeve-
then, as they walk
Yeah.
in, Maeve is obviously gonna rush over there and just like bend over, but she's like not saying much.
Okay.
And is just very clearly upset. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's perfect. Let me get your Arcana check there.
Yes, thank you, Miss. Maeve has a Rolodex of all of her family members, and she just yanks it out of her pocket and starts flipping through to find.
He's not wrong.
As she stares at one particular card, Byron just like takes the card out and like tears it in half. Not gonna need that one anymore.
Guys, I made a very large family and tree. Okay,
It's brutal. It's so
it's
brutal.
bigger than the Encanto family.
It's been pruned a little, just so you're aware.
But do they have a catchy song like the Encanto family?
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Okay, for next time, I'm expecting a full song and dance routine. Okay, so we see these dead bodies. I did roll a non-nat 20 on Arcana to check out the collars.
Okay. So, as you're looking through, it looks as if the symbols that were imprinted onto this collar, they weren't done correctly, and they cracked. So whoever was trying to control these people or use these collars, they wouldn't have been able to control them because the magic just wasn't complete.
He's
Sloppy
illiterate.
Could be. It looks like it's halfway decent done, but it's missing components here and here.
Should I be
But
worried that
still.
you understand how the magic of these mind control collars works?
Well, canonically, Nyx has been wearing a knoll collar since like episode 1 or 2. We like picked it up from the mines. She just
Sewers.
says, I just have a particular interest in these designs, that's all. And this one was obviously not done well enough that they couldn't have been able to keep them under control for very long. Why
Files
they would wanna
that
keep
note away.
these- Why they would want to keep these particular three, though?
It doesn't look so much
Maybe?
like they kept them as they murdered them and they just haven't disposed of the bodies yet.
If their plan was just to bring them down here and torture them, they wouldn't have bothered to collar them in the first place. Maybe they were using to dig this place out.
Well, remember we did find an adventurer's cart up near the Hydra. This could have been the group that brought that cart in.
That could be. Maeve, you're being very quiet. Are you okay over there?
Maeve is
Did
like,
you
so
find something?
the collars are still fully on them, right?
No, they're on the floor.
Like the collars have fallen off and are on the floor.
Yeah, because they're cracked. They didn't work. It's almost like when they went to seal the collars.
I
The
see.
magic tried to work and it snapped
Okay.
the collar.
Well, while they're having this whole conversation, Maeve is like, it looks like she's looting the body, but she's like looking to see if there's any like messages from any family members on him or any like personal effects, you know, as one does when like someone dies far from home and they want to bring stuff. You know what I mean, though?
I just imagine you're like looking for notes and Nyx is like searching the pockets, like pushing past your arms to like take gold out.
Oh, if that were to happen, Maeve would be like smacking her hand away.
Ow,
She's not
don't
focusing on anything else.
Okay,
So
that
give
one's
me,
probably justified.
Give me a perception with advantage, and then Nyx, you can roll a perception as well.
Okay.
That's the 16.
Okay.
26.
All right. Well, with a 16, Maeve, you are feeling through the normal spots that you would look for like family messages and secret pockets and things, and you're actually able to find it's in the outside of his right leg. There is a small seam where a pocket has been sewn.
Classic Donnelly family hiding spot.
Yep. You find it's a small, thin rock. It's about 2.5 inches long. It's dark gray with arcane writing that just swirled all over it. Do you grab the rock? Do you leave it in there? What do you do?
Do I recognize it at all?
Give me an Arcana check.
I have 18. I was about to make a joke about having +0, but I got an 18.
This is a sending stone.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I grab it. I'm going to presume that a family member has the other one, knowing the line of business we're in.
You touch this rock, and in your head, you hear, "Now that you've found the lance, take the fight to the volcano as agreed to. Beware Charanask, as it will try to stop you from succeeding." And that is it. I will put that in chat so that Lisa can note all the notes that she needs to note.
Thank you.
Do I recognize the voice?
Give me a history check.
Literally only want to know if it's a family member or not, but I'll give you a history check anyway.
It is not.
No, I'll do that. I'll take the history check in case I also recognize who it is. It's an 11.
Nope, you are not sure who that is. Hold on.
No, I was asking if it was. You are okay. Good.
This message has been provided by Prowler.
That
Prowler.
was literally a message that went like in one ear, out the other.
The sending stone will disconstruct as soon
Okay.
as the message is delivered.
Maeve will look up at Nyx and Byron, and of course she looks like very upset and everything, because even though she's frivolous and wacky and everything, it's still upsetting because her family is very tight-knit. And she goes, "My cousin, Shay." It's very hard to do short sentences in a fake Southern accent, I gotta say.
Oh, Maeve, I'm so sorry to hear that. Should I bring them back? I can do that. Not for long. But could it help? Would it help? You don't look any happier. I don't know that this is helping, Byron.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. If you do bring them back, then some form of them will exist inside of your crypt for her to visit anytime we take a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
That might actually be haunting, but did we hear the sending stone message, or was that just to her?
Just to her. She can communicate that back to you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I will eventually. What's the whole thing you what's that whole thing you have, Byron?
I have a portable hole.
Any chance you have room in there for a
It's
body?
Yeah, it's empty right now. He'll pull it out and kind of unfold the hole onto the ground, and then just kind of drag drag Shay's body in and
She'll help him.
lightly pat down
sure?
Shay's body.
She's already patted it down. And I like to think, with the canon family that I have come up with, as told to Justin, that it would be not easy to find hidden things on this body, quite frankly.
You got a discount on the DC because it's your family and you would know how they hide things. Yep.
Yes. But for other people, it would not be easy. Thank you, Matt. My family will be very grateful.
Are these two people family members as well?
No.
Should
they're
we?
not right. They're not right. Because you made me tell me about several family members that were out in the world, Justin.
No.
I assumed you would have told me all of them if that were the case.
Should we also take their bodies back? Are you worried about, one of your family members? Like, is this a partner or a lover?
No.
Or... Okay.
I'd recognize them if it was.
Well,
It's just
then,
Shay.
well,
Oh.
then maybe I should help bring them back instead.
Please, not my cousin.
Oh, of course. No, I'll leave her be. But since these two aren't relatives, and she pauses, double checks Maeve's expression.
Maeve is just like out of it. She's just do whatever you want.
I would like to use my headband of necromantic control, and I'd like to res these two back up.
Okay.
And they're not around for long. The headband only lasts for about 18 seconds. And they only have one little hit point. But I want to bring them back up.
Okay. So these two dead creatures pop up. There is a dwarf and another human. And they stand up. You got 18 seconds. What do you want?
Next,
Did I give you ability to talk to them with that headband?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, okay.
No,
They're standing there.
It's yeah, they're mostly just like meat shields. And I just would instruct them to empty their pockets.
You hear a lot of, and they pull their pockets out.
Excellent.
There's nothing in them.
Moths fly away.
Yes.
Can you mime for us what happened to you? You understand?
The dwarf, he holds his arm up like he's holding a fire, and then he holds it to his feet, and he goes and moves his arms back and forth, showing that it clearly hurts. And then the human punches the dwarf in the face, and then they both fall over because it's been 18 seconds.
So, Justin, your movements were a little out of range of the camera, so I think you may need to adjust and like make them again, just so we can get a better sense of what's happening.
There you go. If you're seeing that in the future, you missed out on gold.
Okay, so has Maeve informed us of the message?
Oh, sure, yes. She would not be so distracted. She's gonna want to figure out like what happened to her cousin. So I gotta find that message again.
Now that you've found the lance, take the fight to the volcano as agreed to. Fight or flight?
It said fight. F-I-G-H.
And beware, someone's going to try and stop you from succeeding at taking the lance to the volcano.
So if I can do a little speculation here. So I think that the group that was sent here was probably gathered up to basically do what we're doing, which is like find the lance and then crush Wormroll. And we don't know who Cheranosk is? Cheranosk, but clearly there was some assumption. I'm thinking that this is like a almost like a pre-recorded message or something where it's like, hey, as soon as that sending stone picks up, that's my trigger to you that I have obtained the lance and I've completed the quest.
Or we read it this way. You found the lance, take it to the volcano, because that's where Wormroll is, and Wormroll wants it. But beware, Cheranosk is going to try and stop you because he's a hero and a fight for good type person.
Ew.
Is the name Cheranosk familiar at all to any of us?
Give me a history check. Anybody who wants to.
Ha! 3.
History.
Please let someone else want to.
Well, I
Oh.
nat 1, but that still put me at an 11.
16.
Oh, thank God.
No, you guys have never heard of that.
Great.
Yep.
So
Listen, if we find any of these people who are involved with this, please, we gotta keep at least one of them alive so I can find out how my cousin got dragged into all of this.
Well, so just to try and test whether our theories are, whose theory might be more likely to be correct, Your family isn't shady at all, is it?
Why do you ask?
Well, if your family is shady, then I might be correct. And if they're not, then Nyx might be correct.
I mean, I don't know if I'd use the word shady.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I'm a shady individual. I am a thief for hire.
I mean, have you met me?
I've met you and I've
Barely.
watched you talk about dragons a whole lot. It's like kind of creepy obsessive a little bit, but that's about it. That's all we know about you.
It's not creepy, Maeve. Don't be too worried.
She channels a dragon and shoots like breath fire from her. Like that's kind of creepy. Like she talks
We all
about
have our things.
My thing is to be attractive. Like that's
I thought your thing was that you weirdly smell like baked good all the time.
No,
I
that's just a benefit of
kinda
being
thought
near
that
me.
was-
You see Maeve, she like straightens up and she like looks Byron like dead in the eye and said, if you were from my area of the country, you would recognize my family's name and know that we are as shady as they come and we get shit done.
Okay, so he was
Oh.
definitely bringing the lands to Wormraw.
Oh, Maeve.
But here's the thing. Listen, it's this weird thing my family does. When we reach a certain age, kids in the family get sent out on their own to experience the world. That's why I'm not home right now. Bring it back. Use their new knowledge to serve the family. And my cousin Shay was out and about just like that. He wasn't doing no family work.
I think we call that Rumspringa.
This is not real world. Yes, it's Rumspringa. So just because my family's shady doesn't mean this is connected to that at all. Who knows what he was doing? As far as I know, he had not returned back yet.
Okay.
Not to put a hole in your theory, but just so you have the whole picture.
No. I still think my theory is the right one, but
That
I
would
mean-
make me wrong.
oh no, it definitely doesn't make you wrong. I'm leaning towards my thoughts.
Well, maybe it's not that. Maybe I'm right, Byron.
Yeah, you absolutely
Nyx is
could
very,
be.
like, obviously bothered by the idea that she might be just flat out incorrect. Maybe we just need to find this individual first, and then we can truly figure out whose theory is accurate.
Okay, quit whispering. We'll get to it.
All I care about is figuring out what happened to my cousin. I cannot bring him back to my family without knowing.
Well, he's in the hole now, so we can take him with us.
Did you find
Thank
his
you.
feet?
I think they
I
were
don't
still.
think they were burned off. I think they were just burned, right?
Yeah, it's like somebody held his feet over a fire. They're all blackened and charred.
Okay,
Listen.
I just wanted to make sure that we've got intent on bringing Shay home, that we're bringing home all those Shay, that's all.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Get us out of this hellhole.
Quick once over. Is there anything else that we need to, that would pique our interest inside the room besides the dead bodies? Now that we've saw those.
Any fresh pairs of manacles for Byron?
Yep, there's 3 pairs.
That's too many.
Yeah.
Byron cannot have all that power.
I mean, Maeve will definitely grab one because at this point she is fully ready to like handcuff someone and like torture them for information.
Yeah.
You look over, Casper's very aroused.
Casper, just silent and rock hard. That's okay.
Casper is dirtier than I pegged him to be from when we started this campaign.
Oh, you've been pegging Casper, have you?
Hmm?
But,
This is what happens when Rob skips
so
out.
easy. That joke
We can
was so
say
easy.
whatever we want.
So
So what do you guys
Casper.
wanna do?
All right. I guess we'll walk around and kind of look around, see where, we might head. I mean,
Sure.
we make the assumption that this is the right place, but
You guys walk around. On the map, there's like a indentation that has lots of glowy stuff in it. That's just where something caved in. There's nothing in there that can get your attention. So that is all that you can find down in this area.
Okay, I'm gonna say, why don't we head back up to that top area that we were in before and didn't really explore?
okay.
I'm behind.
If that's
What's
all okay with everyone.
what's this little piece of wood on the floor here?
Looks like a root.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's just something from the map that was on there before.
Okay.
No, Justin, we need an answer. A better answer than that.
Listen,
It
we've
is.
all used Tailspire enough at this point to know that sometimes things just are. It's just like,
why do you think
there...
we go I feel like at least every episode there's always, is this thing canon? Is it not canon?
Apparently it is probably supposed to be a button of some sort, but we'll throw it over here so it's not there anymore. All right, so you guys go back up into the main entryway of the temple. There is a set of steps leading on your right. Those steps lead up, and there is another door that you can see that is open. And then to your left, there is another there's another holding cell.
I mean, I guess in the interest of plundering, we should probably open this one, correct?
Nyx nods her head vigorously.
I would like to investigate for traps and potentially see if the door's locked.
Okay, give me a perception or investigation check, depending on how you're doing it.
I mean, you tell me what I need. I mean, I can just.
Are you just giving it an eyeball, or are you trying to like suss it out? Just give me perception.
I'm just trying to find traps. However,
give me perception.
Natural 20 for 28.
Okay, you do not see any traps.
Okay, then I'll give her a rattle on the door.
It opens up. It was not locked.
Cool.
Okay.
And I will open it on Tailspire. Oh no, I just ripped the floor out. No, don't do that. There we go.
Ooh.
All right. So there you go. You guys opened into a room. It's got a 15-foot hallway, and that leads into another larger room that has old coffins in it. It's got things where people would be chained to the wall. This appears to be a place where someone would store dead bodies.
Such a
There's
cozy
the
nothing
coffins
attire.
like lids askew or anything?
Nope, everything looks pretty run down. It looks like nothing's been done in here for a while.
Nyx, decorating tips? I mean,
I want to open all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
like to open this one.
See what's inside.
You open up all of the coffins. There's nothing in the coffins besides old dusty bones, and the bones have been there so long that the bones are starting to no longer be bones. They're degrading over the course of time.
She sighs and her entire body slumps forward over the last one. After opening the last one and seeing that there's nothing more than just decayed bones inside, and she would hold up a couple of them and just say, I think these are even too far gone for me to bring them back. I could try to add them.
well, you can just look at some decorating tips, old dreary stuff for your crypt, and see if there's anything that you want. We can break off the chains off the walls or the old dirty cobwebs if you'd like those.
Do you think I could just fit these inside?
Of
Can I just
what?
if I open the portal, could we just fit these inside?
I mean, I've gotten bigger things into smaller portals before, so.
Byron, please. We're talking about my crypt. This is not the time for your shenanigans. I just want to know if I can fit a whole bunch of bones inside of my tiny portal.
Yeah.
I hate myself for that. I don't like that one at all. Rewind. Scratch it from the record.
There's no visible like entrances to other rooms or anything.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 14.
Nope, you can't find anything. This
Okay.
seems to be a pretty straightforward room. This is either where they kept dead bodies or where they were. Yeah, it was probably where they just stored the dead bodies.
It's been like a long time since this temple has been in use.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Did we check everything out in this main area?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where we had started out last episode, I think, right?
Yep. So I think we'll go up the stairs, but we need to probably perceive on the door before we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these steps are also made out of carved stone. These were done with care. They go up about 15, 20 feet, and then there are large wooden doors, 15 feet high, about 8 feet wide each one. So the total width's about 16 feet, and both doors are open, and that leads to a couple more finely carved stairs, and then that leads into hewn rock. Like, they only did so much of actual creating the stairs, and then they were just like, we're just going to dig this shit the rest of the way to wherever it's going. Everything does seem to be leading up, meaning closer towards the surface. So what do you want to do?
Up, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well
Just
try.
follow it, yeah.
I mean, unless there's something really obvious that we missed. Because there's like that big statue that was on the bottom level, but I mean, you interacted with that, and I guess we don't.
I don't think
canonically, we don't know that, but you know, Byron checked out the statue, and
I didn't see any
magical portal or
secret levels or anything.
okay, alrighty, up we go.
Okay. The four of you are walking up and up and up. It's twisting and turning. You walk for about a half an hour. You seems like you were pretty far down. And after that time, you start seeing daylight from outside. And as you get closer, you can hear the birds chirping, and then finally insects. And you find, and I'm going to put this into the DM Saving Throw Discord, the map to show you where you currently are. So let me find Tavern Chat, and I'm going to post this there so everybody can see it. There is a X about in the middle of the map. That is where you are currently. There's another X towards the top, like the top third of the map. That's where you went into the mines, and the X that's next to, it's not next to, but it's near Cottontail Village. That is where you are now.
Closer to the volcano.
Okay. Yeah, I was worried you were gonna say you climb upwards and you just a big opening into a volcano. You all fall in lava. You all die.
So,
well, we shouldn't have taken that stairway. Who knew?
You walk out, and give me some survival checks.
It is the lava. I knew it. 14.
9.
Byron.
Natural 20 for 23.
Hey, coming in clutch.
Okay. So, at the two ladies, they walk out, and the sun is so bright, and they cover their eyes. Byron is able to cover his eyes before he comes out, or maybe he's covering one eye, almost like a pirate. So the reason they wear pirate patches, so that when they came in from outside, they could not have the issue.
We're so educational today.
I know, right?
I love it.
I don't even know if that's a lie, but I tell it to people all the time because it makes me happy. But you find some very large footprints on the ground, and then they're going in multiple directions, but you see there is this gouge in the ground that most people probably wouldn't pick up on. they would think that it's just somebody smashing something into the ground. You can clearly tell that these are some sort of large claws that have dug into the ground. And then once you see that, you see other things around there, that there's some giant force that has created leaves and twigs to be pushed in opposite directions around that where those claws were at.
Wish there was a dragon skill check because I would have such a high bonus to it right now.
Okay. I'll kind of like point out everything that I'm seeing and trying to put together what I'm noticing.
Okay. Maeve, give me a nature check.
You know
With
what?
my big +0. Someone pretend to blow on my dice, please.
Blow on your what?
She holds out her spear.
That take, I don't even know.
That's a 3.
That's a
No
3.
help, any of you. Do I
Yeah,
get
Maeve-
advantage if it's dragon related?
Maeve's over there, and she's just like, I can't see anything. It's so bright.
No
Just
roll with
there.
advantage if it is dragon related. No.
Well, if I told you that it was advantage,
Yeah.
you the player. Yeah, sure, give me advantage
Yeah.
because you would have advantage.
That's
I hope
a
you get
13.
Hmm?
It's a 13. It's not great. It's not awful.
So
Okay.
you would definitely know that this is some sort of winged lizard. With that roll, you're not sure what type. You just know it's relatively large. It's definitely bigger than the wyverns that you faced when you came onto the island.
This dragon has to do with my cousin's death. They have forsaken me as a species. This is Maeve's villain story.
Love that Maeve is just like muttering murderous thoughts to herself under her breath. And we're just like, it's bright out here.
I look
Maeve
over-
would definitely mention though that it is like, it looks like it may not be a dragon, but it is definitely some sort of potentially dragon related creature. Certainly bigger than the ones we encountered earlier.
Nyx is no longer wearing the robe, and Maeve has it wrapped around her head. I'm just like, great.
That's fine, we can share. It's okay. So it's maybe not a dragon, but definitely larger than a wyvern.
If it's not a dragon, it's certainly something similar.
Should we
Okay.
track it? Because we are looking for Wormrawl and this lance. That's what we've been paid here to come get.
We went through that whole cave, but we haven't gotten any closer to the lands.
Listen,
Well, we found out that her shady cousin had the lance and then was bringing it to the volcano to probably give it to Wormrawl. Or not. Whatever.
Yeah, but clearly the cousin didn't get all that far, considering that, you know.
But the cousin's here, and the lance isn't with that cousin, so...
How far
I
are
don't-
we from Cottontail Village?
You are probably a 8 to 10 minute walk. This island is about, I want to say, I said it was 5 miles wide. So you're 8 minute walk from there.
You know,
technically, if we were
okay.
willing to make the detour, oh, go ahead.
I think you and I are on the
Yeah,
same
I was gonna
train of
say-
thought.
Well, I was gonna say we have the body, so we could be like, "Do you recognize this guy? Like, did he come through here with other people, and what was going on?"
Also, what the hell is I'm
Shanarak.
sorry. Shanarak?
Charanosk.
Sharanosk.
Boomerang,
Yeah.
banana hammock,
And Osk.
Sharanosk.
Sharanosk. But we could ask about Sharanosk, and we could ask about these. Hey, has anybody seen an absolutely enormous winged lizard anytime in the recent past? I don't know.
We do
You-
also risk them being crazy there, though.
I
too.
say you want to go ask the homicidal rabbits if that they have seen her cousin with the lance, that we know he already brought the lance in because the message told us so.
Do we know this is where they're homicidal in this village?
I mean, the
You
whole
do not-
island.
You do not know that they're homicidal there. You have been told that the rabbit folk are homicidal.
Oh, okay, I'm presuming.
You have seen homicidal rabbit folk.
And we have seen the map that calls this village Cottontail Village.
Yeah. Their mayor Peter is really pissed off. So
Everything else in this island has been homicidal. So going
Mhm.
there is not any different than what we've already been dealing with.
well, it's putting us in more risk when we know we need to be tracking the lance. I
I'm
say
so
we
sorry.
follow the dragon tracks.
My literal only thought is, what does Justin want us to do? And let's do the opposite.
I planned for about 5 things, so fuck right off.
Is this
Mhm.
one of those 5?
Everything
Is
that
this
you've
going
talked
to the
about, yes.
village? Shit. All right, we got to scrap all of this, guys.
Um,
Here's what we do. We go
We
back
kill
to the
ourselves.
first town.
And we jump in the water and drowned.
All right, we go to the lake that's south of here. I don't know what we're gonna do there, but maybe we set up some kind of dam system so that when the volcano erupts, all the lava can be flowing towards the lake, and then it'll cool down really quick. And then the giant fire dragon will have nowhere to go. Well, if we can do it.
I have 2 questions,
The
Justin.
winged creature that can fly for miles on end.
Does the creature look like it's headed towards the volcano?
Has wings, doesn't
You
it?
can't
I
tell.
think it's like an ostrich.
We can't
Which
tell
way?
what direction it's gone in?
Fly.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so we can't even follow it if we can't tell what direction it's gone in.
Oh shit, is that right?
Yeah, that's what you just
There's
said.
no tracks? Oh my god.
I mean, there's tracks on the ground, but then
But just like it landed.
you would imagine
like,
it
yeah.
flew,
And
and then
no like path of trees bent away where its wings were beating.
mm-mm.
And how far away walking is the volcano from us?
It's about a mile and a half.
Okay. It's like a little further than the village, but it's still not too.
All right,
Does it
so
look like there's any other tracks that have walked in that direction? Like,
So
is there any
to-
visible path?
The large footprints that Byron was able to find go in all directions. The just to give you an idea, from where you're at, it's a straight shot to the village. There's not a lot of trees, or it's a pretty flat open space. If you're going towards the volcano, it's very hilly. There's more trees. You can see, it looks like there is a river that runs back into the mountains.
Yeah. Rob comes back and we just decided to leave the island altogether.
Where's
Just
Rob
said,
to weigh in on which path we should take?
well, so if we can't follow the tracks, and
But we know that the sending stone said to take the lance to the volcano.
Yeah, I mean, we could still make our way over the volcano.
The lance which we have not found
But
yet.
just imagine, what if there's just like a single library? What if there's just like one like city building that's just like, here's the history of all this stuff. Here's just
mean,
all of it.
what good is that going to do us on killing this thing?
It's knowledge, Byron. What do you mean, what good is it going to do? We don't know what we're going up against. We don't know what this Shasara creature is that may or may not be trying to stop us.
Shassarak.
Fuck off, I tried.
Didn't she spell it phonetically?
Yes, she did.
I know. Sharanask. Sharanask.
We're just gonna call it Franklin.
I don't know why I'm having such a
Franklin
hard
makes
time
me
with
think
this
of the
one.
turtle.
We
Mhm.
don't know what we're going up against, Byron. If these creatures have any idea of what sort of monstrosity it might be, is that not going to help us?
Okay, let's go to the town.
We can make it quick. Just an in and out. We'll just see what
That's never been my
treasures they
forte.
have, knowledge they have, and then we'll be right on our way. Oh my god, I wish that were a bit. That is honestly just where my mind went.
I need Byron to have a catchphrase, like not like booyah, you know, but whenever he like drops his zinger like that, you know. Even though I know that's not his style, it'd be so great. Uh,
So you guys are going towards the village?
Sure are.
we're having a quickie with the village.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna
Here
and
comes
I say,
Peter
let's make it even
Cottontail.
quicker. Yeah, let's just at a nice jaunty jog,
Okay.
just stomping on the forest.
You guys start heading towards the east, and you are moving at a jaunty pace. Can I get some perceptions from you guys?
11.
11?
Perception.
24.
19.
Okay. So, Nyx and Byron, you are seeing in the distance a city that looks like it was attacked. There are buildings that are smashed everywhere. As you guys are getting closer, you can see that the damage to this town is very, very. Think of anything from any World War II movie that's had bombs dropped on it. That's what this town looks like. There are pieces of building everywhere.
Oh no, the library.
Is it possible to tell if it's been like damaged by like a creature or just like an army of crazy herring gods? Or
Hold on 1 second.
is there a map?
There is a map.
Yeah. Will the map answer that question?
It will start to answer some questions.
Okay.
Now,
I mean, if you're talking
This-
about building pieces laying about, I doubt it's going to be from tiny little rabbits attacking it.
so this map is. Hold on here. This map is Desert Ruins with Griffin Nest by GAJIA. That was on Tales Bazaar. I'm gonna drop everybody onto the map as I can. Let's see here. Byron is here, and Casper's not here. Maeve.
I guess more of a question of
And
does it look
next.
like giant destruction or dragon destruction or
Wyvern.
a bunch of herringons on wyverns destruction?
Sure. You come into this town.
You might
And
summon us to whatever the board is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought I did. Summon players to board. Boop.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so this town has been destroyed. There looks to be fire marks. There is why don't you guys give me some perception checks?
Dog.
10.
19. Thank you for letting us roll again.
21.
Okay, so Byron, you're a little caught off guard by how much destruction is here. Maeve and Nyx, you can see that this appears to have been multiple things that have attacked. There are pieces of building that are smashed. You wouldn't think it was a rabbit folk or a wyvern. It was something bigger than that. You can see scorch marks, like something that has fire came through and burned large sections. As you get in, though, Maeve, give me a nature check.
Does this dragon statue look similar to the other statue we saw down inside the fire?
This is not. That's a flavor dragon statue.
Totally good.
that
Just curious.
Yeah, no, that was a very good question. It is just a regular piece of terrain that was from the person that made this map.
That's an 18 on the nature check.
Okay. Maeve, you can see that something has allowed for wyvern nests to be built in this town.
Where are they? Oh, wait, is
Where
it
are
this
they?
thing? Like the wyvern
They're
nests
they're
around?
just around the town as you're walking through. You
They're-
see here and there, and where buildings have been smashed, the second floor will be think of a giant bird's nest.
Are there eggs?
Well, as you say that, give me
No, are there like
some
mama
initiative.
wyverns?
Oh no!
Maeve's just gonna be like, Nest! There's Nest!
Because from the sky,
Casey is like, we could have just gone to the volcano.
No.
Wow.
Quick little wyvern death, and then we'll be right on our way. Okay. It's
That
gonna
would be the
fine.
case. Except you and I rolled poop initiative, Lisa.
Well, listen. That's just because Byron was so expecting something terrible to happen that he was already on guard, ready to attack, while you and I were trying to suss out knowledge.
I was looking at wyvern
That's what I'm
nest.
gonna go with.
Byron picks up a book that was like in the dirt from the library being destroyed, and he's like brushing
Throws
it
at
off.
Nyx's head.
Yeah. My turn. I just want to read up. Can I do that? What if I literally just spend my turn running around trying to see if I can find a book, grab the information, and then we can just like get the heck out of Dodge? Yeah? Huh?
Well, you
Huh?
can try that, but I need some initiative. Who's got what? Byron.
23.
23. Nyx.
8.
8.
I'm very
Maeve.
sorry.
7.
7.
Oh no. Oh no.
Auto roll initiative for my wyverns. And start.
Wait, there's multiple wyverns.
Yes, there are. One just dropped down near you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but let me show you my light.
I see
Can
one.
you see the light? The light
No.
is over to the...
Oh,
All right, see
okay.
the light here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep following
I
the
see
light
the
to
other
the
one.
north, and that's the other one.
Okay.
Alright.
But it's just these two.
That's all that you can see right now.
How many
I don't
nests
like
did
that
I
at all.
see?
You saw a bunch in this area.
And did I see eggs in the nests?
You did not. Nope.
That's good at least. I
So
feel
Byron,
like.
it is your turn.
Upon seeing these wyverns come in, Byron will turn and just immediately throw magic towards the one closest to us. I need a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Okay. So the one closest, that's a 5.
It immediately turns into a small little rabbit.
Okay. I'm gonna move this guy over here, and I'm gonna put a rabbit on the board.
How long
And
does that last?
Byron's carrying the team again.
it lasts for an hour, I think. Yeah,
I
hour.
wanted to keep it forever.
And as it turns into a rabbit, Byron says, "Don't let it hit you if you can react to it, and don't hit it. Attack the other one." And he will move over and position himself in cover, if at all possible.
Okay. All right. So the rabbit right here, I'm going to rename this to
Little bunny foo foo.
nope, Wyvern B. Boop. All right, this rabbit is going to go rabbit noise and then charge over here.
As you see Nyx and Maeve just running away from a tiny little bunny.
It's no ordinary rabbit. Thing's got a mean streak a mile wide.
Nyx, it is now your turn.
I would approach the remaining wyvern. Is this? Listen, I know that it's a teeny tiny rabbit, but I'm not getting any kind of like opportunity attack from being up close to this thing, am I? Oh no. Okay. Well,
It is a
I'm sure
hostile
it's fine.
creature.
Oh well, I'll go ahead and take my chances on that. I think it's gonna be just fine. This guy, however, is much farther away than I'd like him to be. But
Oh.
you know what he is in range of? Good old guiding bolt.
Okay.
Good old guiding bolt. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
That's gonna be 16 points of damage, and it's got a glittering aura around it, so next turn against it has advantage.
Okay. So your guiding bolt shoots out and hits this wyvern right in the face. You can see it shriek back just a little bit from the damage that you hit with. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'd go, Byron, I'm sorry. Byron, I'm sorry. I didn't think that it was. I couldn't have known. That's gonna be.
I mean,
that's gonna
I
be
knew.
gracious. The look of disappointment. Oh.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Maeve?
I am going to dash.
Okay.
with a little climbing, like as a part of the dash. Is that allowed?
What are you trying to climb over? Show me where you want to go.
Can I flashlight this?
Oh, you can't.
Up
flashlight.
here.
You want to get up there, so that.
As far as I can go from where I was, which is right here, to get like over, up, far. I just want to get. I'm trying to get close and up in the air towards the
You don't have
wyvern.
like the wall climbing thing yet, right?
What's the
later
wall
on.
climbing thing?
Yeah, I think that's like level 6 or
No.
7.
I can take my potion of climbing if you want, but
No, I think you have a feat, not a feat, but a class thing that allows you to like basically run up walls. If you have
yeah,
that,
I don't think I have that yet.
okay. Well, then I'm gonna need a athletics or an acrobatics roll to get up that wall.
That's a natural 20 for 30 to get up that wall.
Yeah, you flip the fuck up that wall and
I
onto
just need to see
the
how
roof.
far. So I have 90 with dash. So this gets me
Okay.
30. 40. Woo! I'm not even using my whole dash.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Okay, go away. Beep, 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 beep. And then, oh, sorry. As my bonus action, I believe this is a bonus action, I'm going to take patient defense with a key point.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else for you there?
That's it.
Okay, so you guys see Maeve sprint off like she's in her glory. She does a backflip up on top of this building and just sprints across the top of this building, almost as if it's just flat land. It's not made out of slate shingles.
May I ask a quick question?
Yep.
Is this wyvern making any noise as if it is speaking in Draconic?
It is making noises, but it is not speaking any
Okay.
language that you know of.
Flap my wings,
No.
stay in the air, flap my wings.
Oh shit, they're after Nicholas. No, it has this like guttural barking noise, which you would know is related to the dragons that are not smart enough to speak regular language.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else for you?
Nope.
All right. So this wyvern that has not gone yet, the one that is to the west, I guess it is. He is going to, or they are going to fly over, and they're going to. Oops! I gotta make them fly. They are going to attack Maeve.
Oh, I have patient defense. I always have
Okay.
to remind myself of dodge, so disadvantage on any attack roll.
Okay, so the first attack is with a bite, and the second is with the stinger. So disadvantage.
Bonus point to armor class. Don't fail me now.
Okay, so the disadvantage on the bite is 18,
No!
So close.
and the stinger is 17.
That means
Okay, so that point.
so much for
Damage.
getting so excited about 1 point up for my armor class.
So you feel the teeth of this wyvern bite into you as it does 12 points of damage from the bite. And let's see here, for the stinger, I need a Constitution saving throw. You got to beat a 15.
17.
Okay. So you take from the stinger, so it bites into your shoulder, and then the tail comes down and stings at you, and that is another 12 points of damage. And then
So what's the total?
That's 24. Hold on, 24 points of damage. That's 5. I don't have enough d6s. Okay, so I have to roll 2 more.
That's never a good thing when your DM has to say that.
What's not a good thing is that this is already more than half of her hit points.
I don't know what you're talking about, Casey.
Oh, Maeve.
She's like a paper soldier.
No.
So,
Oh, no.
you're gonna take half of this, but that's 23 points of poison damage. So you're going to take 11 points of damage.
Total.
Well, so you have the
24
on top of that,
Plus 11
and then
poison.
the 11.
35.
So that's, yes.
35.
Yep.
Got it.
Maeve gets hit and immediately is
Stop
just
laughing at me, Casey.
blood just shoots out of her mouth like, Uh-oh.
I,
Okay, so that's the wyvern's turn. And now it's Byron's turn.
All right. Let's zoom out and find out how far Byron is as he hides. All right. So as the crow flies, good lord, 130 feet. All right.
But it's Imperial feet, so you're good.
Shit. I don't know that there's anything I can cast that far
I'd be amazed if there was.
outside of Fireball.
So
I
you're
think
gonna
that
cast Fireball.
no, I'm looking. I'm just going through my spell list. I apologize.
So that's okay. While you're going through that, Maeve, I read through all the stuff, and you can change your whatever it is to do whatever flavor of damage that you want, because that is what the book says. So I'm not gonna shoehorn
I'm
you
trying
into
to
one
be a rules
specific.
lawyer, I swear.
I know.
I literally was asking for flavor reasons and
No.
for thinking we were gonna die last time reasons.
It is the way that it's supposed to be. So I'm not gonna keep that from you.
All right. I think I'm just gonna run up to this other wall
Okay.
and take cover over here. I will have to pass by the bunny.
You will, and it's going to try to attack you.
Darn it. Darn it. That's what you did too.
I rolled an
Wait.
18. I'm so excited.
I would like
Yep.
to take back petitioning for it to be Little Bunny Fufu. Can we call it Bunnicula?
Nope, it's Little Bunny Foo. Little Bunny Foo Foo. Rabbit 5e stat block.
It's so cute.
Let's see here. So that's actually a 21 to hit. And you take 1 damage.
Okay, I will roll my Constitution saving throw because
To see if it turns back into a real boy.
I rolled a 20, so I'm safe.
Oh.
I managed to maintain concentration after getting bit on the foot by the rabbit.
I think the more appropriate term is getting nibbled on the foot by a rabbit.
As I run in, I will give Nyx a rousing. You better do something now that we're out here.
This is your fault.
Oh, wow. I take
Oh,
my
no,
bardic.
not that
I
mean?
take my bardic inspiration back.
Okay.
Oh no! You were teasing me. Other way around. Switch.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. Nyx, you have bardic inspiration. Byron is going to try and take cover as best as possible.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. So
Everything.
wyvern-shaped rabbit, or rabbit-shaped wyvern, is going to try to run back up
Hey,
and
Byron.
do more damage.
Of
All right.
course.
It's a 13.
I lift my foot up so it can't bite me again.
It's like, "Meh," and it misses you.
This-
Nyx. Sorry, what were you saying, Maeve?
I was just saying this reminds me of when we were fighting the bandits in the cavern and you were all the way on the other side with that one bandit, and now you're back here with the tiny little bunny chasing after you, trying to damage you point by point.
It's trying to make it get out of rabbit shape so it can be a wyvern again. Nyx, it's your turn.
I listen. I'm sorry. I know I've made a bad call already, and I'm going to continue to make bad calls because I'm going to do what needs to be done no matter what the cost, all right? I'd like to take a look around. I'd like to disengage from the wyvern and see if there is anything in this stupid town left.
Okay.
Where's my library?
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 21.
The building to your left, the left of you, that you can see has been burnt to shreds. There is a couple letters. It says LIB and then on the ground there it says Airy.
Perfect. And is it this one that we're right up next to? This
Yep.
one here?
Yep.
Okay. Is there a way in? Is there
The
a
door
oh,
that's directly in
little-
front. There's like an entrance over there.
I'll take it. I've got movement. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna skirt around, and I think I can probably get to just about in the door frame itself.
Okay.
And that's about as far.
You guys see Nyx. She is dipping and dodging. It's almost like in a comedy movie where she's doing the serpentine to get away from people shooting, and she runs around the corner into this open doorway, and when she gets there you can see all the air sucked out of her because she's deflated, that there's nothing on the inside. It has been burnt to a crisp. There isn't even a shred of paper on the inside.
Casey is gleeful right now.
It's just like I could imagine she walking in and it's like nothing but like rabbit horticulture, like how to plant carrots.
43,000 names for your rabbit child. Anything else there, Nyx?
I will announce to my companions. There's nothing here. I don't know. Book it. And I will end my turn there.
Maeve?
Is this dragon proximity cannon right now?
It is, if you were to move in any direction, it would get an opportunity attack. So
What if okay.
What are you
Would
trying
it
to
get
do?
an opportunity attack if I climbed onto it?
I mean, no, because you're trying to like grapple it, right?
No. I'm trying to climb onto it.
So you're trying to climb past its mouth.
I would
Because
like
if
to
that's the case, then yes,
literally
it's going to
do
try to
a-
bite you as you
do
try
a-
to. Like if you're trying to climb past its mouth, it's going to get a chance to bite you. If you have some other weird way of getting around it, then it's not going to be able to do much.
What is the potential of me being able to like spear its mouth shut and climb onto it to avoid getting
Love
bitten?
It's D&D. You can always give it a roll.
I break out the spear of cruelty. Which I don't know. I told you this in chat already. I
Natural
don't know
one.
if it's. I don't know
Natural
if it has the extra +2 because it's showing the same specs as my normal spear. So do you want me to just add 2 to whatever I roll for it for now?
Yep.
Okay. I'm double handing this, by the way.
Yep. All the time.
Yeah, all the time. That would be a 21 with the +2.
Ooh, you hit it.
Like enough to spear its mouth shut so I can climb on without getting bitten. That's
No.
my goal.
Mm-mm. How much damage do you do?
12.
Why can I not see this wyvern anymore?
Which one?
What's
Oh,
happening?
The one that
The
like
one that's
I
floating in front of me.
I moved my character all the way in front of like I should be able to see it by now,
You
but
could touch it right now.
I can move the base, but I can't see it. So interesting. Tailspire issues.
So you stab this creature. You are not able to stab through its armored underside of its mouth,
So,
but you do stab it pretty good.
so let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try and describe this appropriately.
Okay.
Does my spear like get in there though, even though it's not stabbing like through the nose?
I mean, it stabbed it. There's
Like
it's a
my
piercing
goal
weapon.
to avoid being bitten is to try to do a like stab and swing onto its neck without getting bitten.
So how about
distracted by the stabby stab.
how about this? I'll say you hit it like a baseball bat, and it gets disadvantaged to try to bite you.
I'll take it.
All right. Are you sure?
I am looking at Casey's face to judge my answer.
Hey, don't look
I
at me.
am-
Your healer went in to go try and loot burnt books instead of giving you a heal. So
I am sure.
Okay, I'm rolling
Disadvantage.
it.
Disadvantage that.
I'm also
Extra AC.
I didn't get to hear you, Lisa.
Doesn't matter.
12.
More than a healer.
Oh, thank God.
Dumbass, and I take
Am I
it
on it?
very seriously.
Yep.
God. I don't have any more actions though. Okay, so while I'm on it, would it trying to throw me off be considered an attack in the future?
It depends.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lift you up here. That's you on top.
Yeah, you. I'm bad at Tailspire, so you do whatever you want.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay on top of it and hold on like my life depends on it before I make my next.
Okay. It is its turn. And it is now going to freak the fuck out. And it is going to fly up into the air. It's going to do a loop-de-loop and try to drop you off of its back. I will say it's going to go... It's already... I think it's 20 feet in the air. I gotta double check here. Because when it rolls over, it's going to be 40 feet in the air. That's 15 feet in the air. So we'll say it's 30 feet in the air. Once it flips you over, I need a athletics check to hold on to this flying dinosaur.
Can I bargain for an acrobatics check? It's okay. I'll do the athletics one.
You can no. Let me hear your bargaining here for it.
Okay. Well, presumably because this is it gonna like flip and stay flipped?
It's doing a like a not a barrel roll, but like a loop that you would have for a Hot Wheels car.
So my first argument would be, for the sake of being super cool, I would argue that this movement of it could provoke an opportunity attack. And so I would use acrobatics, being as nimble, like +10 makes me super, super nimble. You know what I mean? So I'd use acrobatics to like climb onto its belly and stab it in the belly with my spear while it's doing this barrel roll. For the sake of being A, super cool, B, I am very acrobatic, and C, it moving and trying to dislodge me is some form of attack, one could argue. Ergo.
So here's what I need you to do. I need you to give me a acrobatics save. Right? So like a dexterity, or sorry, just acrobatics, sorry. Just give me an acrobatics, and here, before you roll, you have to beat a 15. If you do not beat a 15, you are falling from 30 feet.
I rolled and I got a 20.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you are able to attack it. This is not going to be an all the time thing that you can do to it, but as it's doing this, you are able to maneuver yourself in, and with one hand, because you have to be holding on to it, you can stab it with the spear.
Yeah. Thank you. That's a 19.
All right, 19 hits.
The 16 damage!
Okay. So this wyvern is flying up into the air, and as it does, you're able to get up underneath its wing and just start stabbing it. You can see your spear flying, like just jabbing into its neck. It is not bloodied yet.
Wait, I am questioning the 16 damage. It might just be 8 damage, and this is just wonky.
Oh. Well, once you figure that out, let me know. It flies down to the same spot, and it is now Byron's turn.
So how far away is it from me?
It is from you. It's this is a 15 foot.
How high is it in the air, though?
Oh, it's 15 feet up to the top of this roof.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, as the crow flies, it's hold on, when I get there, it's 105.8 feet, so 105 feet.
Okay.
As the crow flies. And Maeve is on its back.
Yeah, she's a goner in Byron's opinion.
It is, I think, just 8 damage. I don't know why it's adding 2 8s together, but I think it's just 8 damage.
Having
We'll make it 10 because you didn't add the 2.
having watched Maeve just like using no hands and like parkour up this wall, can he attempt to climb it as well?
Yeah, of course. Give me a athletics, or if you have some sort of way of saying that you're going to do acrobatics, let me know.
8.
You go to run up it, and this building is falling apart. You step onto a rock that or a piece of the building that you saw Maeve shoot up on, and it just crumbles, and you slip down, unable to get up the building.
All right. I will move away from the rabbit, and
Okay.
I guess use
It
the
does-
rest, the remaining.
It doesn't get an opportunity. No, it doesn't get an opportunity attack yet because it used it. No, it used it last turn when you ran past it.
Yeah.
It's attacking you. Oh, all right. That's a 21 non-natural.
Okay.
1 point of damage. I don't get to roll.
That is one wily wabbit right there.
I will roll my concentration check. Critical.
Damn.
Yeah, so I think movement wise I will try to run and assuming that I lose 5 feet for the stumble, I'll make it to the outside rocks and I'll just say, Nix, what'd you find that are gonna help us?
I'm giving you inspiration for the shade that you're throwing.
All right.
Listen, it was a cool idea and it would have worked, all right? It could
Uh-huh.
have worked.
Yeah,
It's
no.
possible that we could have learned a whole bunch, all right?
Byron eagerly awaits your answer.
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll try to give bardic inspiration to Maeve, but when I realize that she's like gone, I'll just be like, "Oh, she's dead." Okay.
You hear
Wow.
Byron in the background. You hear as this rabbit comes charging directly at you. It's in
What is
slow
a
motion, it's
rabbit's
bounding over things.
what is a rabbit's move speed?
35 feet.
Oh God, should have made it a snail.
Yeah, it has 35 movement and 5 feet of burrow.
Cool.
So it's going to attack you.
Okay,
10.
I lift my foot up again.
Yeah, as it's just screaming as it's coming at you. Nix, it's your turn. You are disappointed there are no books.
I will dejectedly turn towards Byron, hands outstretched. And she just goes, there's nothing here. And I would push my way past him and look to the wyvern. And we're just gonna cast another guiding bolt on it. And
Okay.
now, listen, if I do this, what's the chance of me hitting Maeve?
Just don't get a natural 1.
Okay.
Because if you get
Wait.
a natural 1, we're going to make you roll a 50% chance. 50%
No.
chance is nothing, 50% chance is made.
So I
we're
can't
good.
I can't tell where I thought the wyvern was 100 feet away from me.
It was because of the, if I took it from you,
Mhm.
and then I did the whole Pythagorean thing that they built into the game, it was 100 feet away because of it being in the air.
Okay.
So now,
Bolt has a distance of 120 though.
Mhm.
well, but Nix, you are, oh,
Very
that's
sad.
that's not right.
Very sad.
I can't even see the wyvern on the board anymore, so
It's saying
Well, it's still up
it's going
close,
between
so-
130 and 30 feet, so we're gonna say it's like 35 feet. You're close enough to it.
Okay. I want it within 120, and it sounds.
It
like
is
there's
definitely
a good
within
chance of that
120 feet.
happening. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna zap it with another guiding bolt. I'm gonna do 26 points of damage to it. She just
Okay.
will point a finger at it, and the bolt just like shoots down from the sky. And
She's just so irritated right now.
So this bolt blasts into this wyvern, and you can see bits of its wings start to come apart as this viscous fluid starts pouring out of it, otherwise known as it's bloodied.
I wish I had daggers.
I'll take it. And next attack against it does get advantage.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Maeve, it's your turn.
Am I? No, spears are not. I can't hold like one spear in each hand to try something, right? They're too
I
big.
mean, you can, but remember, you are on a dragon.
I just have all these cool movie-like scenarios in my head that I really need to stop with.
Dude, go ahead and do it. Gravity kills more people than anything else in D&D.
Yes, but I have my special slow fall thing.
Yeah?
How thick are its wings?
3
Wingish.
C's.
So it's not that they're super thick. They are leathery, but they also have scales on them, which makes it harder.
Okay, I'm scrapping that idea then. Okay.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to poke through its wings?
Yeah, I was gonna do the whole like spear in each hand, drag down the wings to make big holes so it falls to the ground.
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
And then you just said it's hard and it has scales on it.
You
I
can
did.
advantage.
But you have advantage. Let's see what happens.
I'll do it anyway because I can fly back up there if I need to.
Rule of cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna double spear it, and one of them is gonna be the spear of cruelty just to get a little extra hubba hubba. I'm gonna do
Come
exactly what
on,
I said.
Natural one.
Where I like spear. Okay,
Y-
so
you-
one spear. What?
Don't.
Say it. Say it.
Downhill
Casey.
ski.
The spear of cruelty is cruelty is a 20 to hit,
Okay, that one hits.
and my other spear is a 21 to hit.
Okay, so give me the damage.
Okay. The regular spear is 10 damage,
Okay.
and I have to do math on the spear of cruelty. I think the spear of cruelty is it's just 12 damage.
Okay.
Okay, that rolled right that time. Okay, yeah. So
All right.
24 total
So you said 24?
damage total, yeah.
I'm gonna put not 20. I'm gonna put 2 more damage in there. All right. So you do this it's almost a backflip, and as you do it, you pull the second spear out, and you land in spots that the guiding bolt has started to tear apart. Your spears go through both holes that are there, and you start to drag down. And as it does, there's this like roar, 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 as the wyvern's wing starts to tear apart, and it starts to flap its wings to stay afloat, and it is not doing a good job of. So I gotta control and boop, disable flying. There you go. So it is now on the ground.
I should say that Maeve feels very bad having done that because she actually quite likes wyverns and dragons, but the ones here have proven to be mean and dangerous.
But you also get inspiration for the whole Rule of Cool thing.
Thanks. It's like a movie in my head, and I just have to figure out what actions I can take to make it happen.
I don't know why I
Alright.
can't see it. It's so weird. Okay, go ahead.
Just go now.
And I still have an unarmed strike as my bonus action.
Okay. You're still on its wings, you're not on the ground.
Yeah, I know. I'll just like walk on top of its head and like smack it on the nose, though, you know?
Okay. You
And
just couldn't see that one specific
Yeah,
wyvern?
that one specific one I couldn't see.
That's weird.
Yeah.
yeah, that's an 8 to hit. That was a natural one.
Well, so you go to punch it, and your hand just slides off of the scales, not doing any damage.
A little exhausting climbing all over it like an acrobat.
All right.
That's it for me.
All right. So this wyvern is freaking the fuck out, and it is now going to charge. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 for Nyx, 4, 5, 6 for Byron. 1. That's Nyx. It is charging at. And it is going to take a bite, and its tail's too far away, so it's going to do a bite and a claw.
Okay.
You don't have like advantage or disadvantage or anything going on, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Just her
so the
normal
blue-
awesomeness.
the blue one is going to be the bite.
So the robe that's hard for people to look at, does
Mhm.
that like does it do anything?
We had to make it hard for it to see her.
Well, she has the ability to cast shield, which will give her +5 to her AC, up to 5 times a day. I believe is how many is on that thing.
Oh, and it is a reaction.
Yep.
Mhm.
So it is a 21 and for the bite and a 16 on the claw.
The claw will automatically miss. The bite, I can throw my shield up against it.
So this creature comes like just charging at you. You can see a craziness in its eyes, and as it goes to bite you, its teeth clench around you, but there is this invisible shield in between you and it. Its teeth just kind of gnash off of it, and then as it does that, it brings up its claw, and it's so shocked that it missed that it just brings its claw over top of your head. And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Can I
Yes.
have one more?
Oh yeah, you can. We can go for another second. As Casper falls from the sky, he's like, ah, and he falls on the ground next to you.
Um, I,
Byron, it's your turn.
I'm gonna look over at Nyx and just say, "Now you see it," as he unfolds the portable hole, and then he just throws it on top of the rabbit. He says, "Now you don't."
So I just that is fantastic. I wish I could give you more inspiration. However, I need to be sure you threw the rabbit that's a wyvern in the hole with Shay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wyvern is going to eat Shay's body the second it turns back. to a
Well,
wyvern.
The problem is like after he throws the wyvern or the rabbit into the hole, he's gonna fold up the portable hole and then stow it again. So that thing basically has 10 minutes to live before it dies. So I doubt it's gonna be too worried about eating while it's trying to find air.
It's called
Okay.
a last meal, Casey.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's I just wanted to boop, boop, it just
So wait, when it dies in the portable hole, does it turn back into its wyvern form? So then we have a full dead wyvern body to make use of all the supplies with it?
Yes.
It turns back into a wyvern after what, a minute? Isn't
As soon as the hit points hit 0 or 1 hour.
Oh, it's 1 hour. Okay. So then it would just be a rabbit in there for
10
until
minutes.
it died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Good job.
Who wants some wyvern teeth or scales?
He folds up the handkerchief and stows and says,
All right.
"Nothing
So
up the sleeves."
That is actually where we're going to end. That is a much better place to end. As Casper falls from the sky like it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
So great.
We need to pick some inspiration for next time. Casey, you know who you want to pick?
Oh, misprint for a myriad of reasons.
Awesome. Well, Misprint, next week you get to have the advantage. We really appreciate all of you for sticking around for all of our shenanigans, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. That's it. Have a good evening.
Bye, everybody.
See you next
Bye,
week.
everybody.
Bye, guys.